Bismark, good morning.
Good morning, my boss.
Yo, Nampomet and Nanane pay.
Yamina don't be a koboko.
Yeah, they rise.
Yamina.
That's it, papa. Now, Nini Naresha said last Thursday, that's around 17th, no, last Thursday, right? So, we're looking at so far the impact of this whole network disruption. No, the general overview. Boy, uncle, and you fan, say, what affect one papa.
That's a bit brave in your Bema. What should the impact of the network disconnection now? It's the negative aspect in the does because social the bloggers and promoters here in Central Region we all depend on the internet to feed ourselves, to promote West artists and their businesses here in Central Region. And also with Sintim Media, the impact is very high on us because within this month we have a couple of works that was sent to Yama clients. But because of the network disconnection, I'm more like a delay works be me can say I'll say Yamuwa or China Tuesday. Releasing an album for my new gospel artist is McLean. And because of the internet disconnection, I'm a delay the promotion online.
Okay.
Now, Osha, the industry here in Central Region comes Saturday, 23rd March, Central Melodies Night.
Okay.
Now, Osha, that's also promoters, they involve an active promotion of the event, but because of the internet disconnection, I'm at the promotion of the event for the entire region for outside very slow. Now,
Okay.
I'm for entertainment aspect, and to change that. So, Osha, a lot of businesses here in Ghana, of which Central Region Kano, they all use the internet to promote their businesses and the various social media platforms. Currently, Ghana has a population of about 34 billion. Now, out of the 34 million people, over 24 million are active on internet.
Sure.
Yeah, over 24 million, and we are very active on the internet now. Almost 7.4 million active on all social media platforms, which means majority of them are leveraging on these social media platforms to promote their businesses, build their brands, either their business brands or their creative careers are also affected only if majority of the businesses are only rely on social media to promote their works here in Central Region. They are finding it very difficult to do that. Also, artists do also use social media to promote their content out there. I also find it very difficult to do that. Also,
Okay.
negative aspects of the whole problem. No, I cause I'm one my human the
On
impossible.
Kodo. That's okay. Now we've been told that I'm sure but last for about 5 weeks. Yeah, sure that we're to now we're putting them in order. What do you think is a way out now? Because we seem not to have much control over this whole friend and network issue. But job must go on. So the point is, what is the way out?
Usha, the way out, and I think it's about time our leaders, through the National Communication Authority and then the Ministry of Information and then Communication, they should think outside the box and then let us fix this issue. If possible, we get our own internet service providers in the country. My country rather than depending on other, telecommunication services in the country. And I think we share the 5 weeks before I was saying endure this kind of crisis now. The bloggers and promoters and then the social media influencers here in the central review because
That's
most of
exactly what
us
I'm
we
asking
depend on
you.
the internet to feed ourselves. Here is the case that we are going to lose. We've already lost a lot of jobs because if a client is bringing a job, that's the internet, the person will not, bring the kind of contract or job on your table.
Okay.
Into meaning promoters and bloggers, influencers, internet users in the region or in the country are going to lose their job for an entire a month and then a week,
So that
about
is why
5 weeks,
I'm
which is
asking
very
you.
bad.
You are now saying that some institutions should be thinking outside the box, laudable. But maybe today, speaking for bloggers and other people in the entertainment industry, Inzama Mweko Senior, what should be the way out for those of us in that industry? If you have any suggestions, so that you undercome.
Yeah, sure. The entertainment industry ne deɛ wotumi sɛ affecting the year paa nokorɛ deɛ affecting the year because every management team and I say every artist biara no ɛwɔ ne plans for the year. So majority have maybe a plan to release couple of singles or albums and as a plan for their event scheduled in either March or April. Or share a year ending of March to April a year Easter festivity session honomo. And if most of these artists and then event organizing companies are scheduled their events in April ending or March ending, and I said due to this internet crisis, no, and one more or more, you may dinner the area pay.
Okay. So what is the way out? That's what you've not answered. Would you say that as a people, ayana yenshadara obibaka the foresight no naya why short kakra because we should be knowing the possibility of internet cutting and our network challenges are high. For that matter, we should have an alternative. So those of you in that industry, what should be the way out to ensure that things move on smoothly?
Exactly, Joshua. In the 21st century, the internet has become part of everybody. There is no way we can do away with social media in our daily life activity.
Whoa.
Abuama dissemination of information are very easy. Into here is the case. I, for instance, I can never live without the internet because that's what I feed on.
It
That's
means
what
for the next
I
5 weeks
live
you
all
are
my
out
life
of
on.
business completely. Is that what you're telling us this morning? That for the
I think
next
your
5 weeks,
network is breaking, please.
that's okay. So what we are asking you this morning is from our conversations with you, the next 5 weeks you are out of business. Without internet, you can't do anything. Is that what you're suggesting to us this morning?
Hello, can you come again? Your network is breaking.
Okay, so we may have to check that now. You 2 years here, no come on, because we need a way out. Since you had a year, Babudru, what's in the next 5 weeks? We're going to have these so challenges. And see, what we are asking you is, the next 5 weeks, there is no way out from your point of view. Without internet, you can't survive. Bismarck, are you on the line again? If you can hear me, let's continue with our conversations here. We need a way out because before the internet came, now. Obrano Quadrupa Papa, we used to have our concert, we used to have our music lunch and all that. This was just some few years back. In the 90s, we didn't have this internet thing as speed as it is today, but life was moving on. Are you telling me that we ourselves as a people are not thinking outside the box to really move on in life?
I think in as much we are relying on the various social media platforms, the internet, we shouldn't also forget the traditional media because the traditional media is the backbone of the industry. It
Sure.
has because of the social media, most of the artists don't even prioritize,
The
going
traditional
on radio
media.
tours no more. They do little of radio tours and then they do more of social media promotion. It's about time we go back to our roots. In as much as we have the internet and social media platforms, let's also patronize more of the traditional media. Now, most of the events planners, they don't mostly do more of the street promotions. They do little of it, and then they do more of
Yeah.
the online promotion. And because of say internet, having a crisis now, maybe our event be shown next week. Because of say they didn't do banners, a lot of posters in the communities, and I say in the country, they rely so much on social media. We are beginning to fail. So I think as we are making use of the internet to promote our works, either music, concert, among others, we should the energy on the internet, on the social media platform. We should also invest same energy on the traditional media,
Media,
either
no.
on radio, on TV, on the streets, among others, for advertisement as well.
Okay, so would you say that this very situation has taught us so much lessons? Because before we had you back on, we're even looking at the postal services, which used to exist before. Today, people are thinking of sending documents, and because the internet seems not to be working, we are at, a standstill. Where is our post office and all that? So let me find out from you the few lessons you've learned in moving forward. You believe that if we should adapt it, it will help us not find ourselves in this stuck situation.
Yeah, yeah, sure. I had. The print media. Now, the print media has lost its market because of the internet and then the social media platform. Over the week, there are a lot of air trending news and Ozenka, the Ghanaian populace, but because of the internet issue, it's be want it. But Evanesenka, we are still having the print media there. As we have the internet
Sure.
disconnection, people
Sure.
can still get access to the news on the street and then buy the newspapers
Sure.
and read. Me, for instance, it's been ages I've been to a newspaper because when I wake up early in the morning, I'll get my news on social media,
That's right.
online, through other various news outlets. But also, it has taught us a lesson because people have lost a lot of jobs. There is one guy who was complaining he has lost about 3 million euros. Three million
All
euros
because
online because he's a
the
remote
network is
worker.
bad.
We saw the screenshot on social media. He was on probation for like 12, 12 months and he has worked for 6 weeks. And
Whoa.
now we lose to the work because the company is working for outside Ghana cannot rely on
On
the
him.
internet.
Yeah.
It's about this now. It has taught us a lesson
Okay.
a lot because those
We'll
of
thank
us
you
who
this
rely on
morning. We'll
social
thank you
media on
this morning
internet
here. Our
to
time is
work
up
for
for
our
our
daily bread.
conversations here. So
Yeah,
we'll
yeah, much
thank you.
better.
All right, well, thank you. Our time is up for our conversations. But what I'm trying to say is that in the coming days, we're going to look at Oye ECG, how they're dealing with the situation with respect to buying of Oye hand prepaid. We'll look at the banking sector and other sectors to see how we're coping with the situation. Are we going back to the analog days and other than